It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Demario Douglas. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Patriots and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And bringing them out an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Off play action, it's Fields. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Harris gets it on the counter, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. He's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Scooped up by the Patriots. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Right to the air with May. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Back to the line they go. It's second down. May now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And you can see with just this and one more game remaining this season, he's leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're gonna face 3rd down. Fields out of the gun. Getting out to his left. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. 2nd and 3 now. Trying to get outside here with Harris. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. I'll try to run it with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Let's go now. From the gun, it's May. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Complete beyond the marker. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. A tight end in motion now. Running behind center with Harris. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 41. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Play action, Fields. And a man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up 2nd down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Fields on 3rd. Avoid some trouble there. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. He's found some space. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
How about the quick thinking and the reaction from everybody on that side of the ball? See an opportunity to rip the ball free, and then everybody switches to offensive mode, creating space on that return. And now they're handing the ball to their teammates on a silver platter for a score.
May on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. May. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. They'll start with a give to Harris. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers' 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Now Fields. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Pats will take over. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop that time by Mark Robinson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's May to the air. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a New England first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air on first down, May. Finds his man, it's Demario Douglas. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. May now. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Stevenson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They give to Harris from the gun. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Fields on first down. Completed over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. A give left side. Here's Harris. And he's brought down for a loss. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Steelers trying to make some noise before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Ball start, offense.
So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Fields out of the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Patriots and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Quick slant, caught by Lockett. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. 2nd and 10 now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd